Welcome to the Panic Button, everyone. I'm Nina.
I'm Jessie.
So
I don't want to do any more of this.
So today we're going to be covering Dylan Mulvaney and his role as Anne Boleyn in the new musical called Six. A lot of people are upset because Anne Boleyn is a biological woman and Dylan Mulvaney is not.
I don't want to do any more of this.
I know, it's very annoying. It's so cringy. But, you know. It's for the people. It's for the people.
I'm so tired. Not like of this. Of everything to do with Dylan.
I know.
And Lily Tino. And can't we just have puppies and kitties and happy times?
I'll leave it to Dylan Mulvaney to keep his name in the headlines.
Shocker.
So this is his response to people being upset about it.
It's day 1,408 of girlhood, for all those who still celebrate. And today is my first day of rehearsal for Six the Musical on Broadway. Woo! I only really make these videos now on special occasions, but I would say today is a pretty big day. And I've got two very important communities in my life, the theater community and the trans community. And when I started this series, I think the general public didn't fully understand theater kid energy. But if you look back at my early videos, I make so much more sense when you realize, oh, she's just a cringe theater kid. Got it. But I moved to New York City last week. I'm in it.
I did theater in college. I get what a theater kid is. He's on crack.
He did specify cringe. I will at least give him that. Yeah, you're pretty cringy. I don't know what to tell you. I guess if people like the cringe, then let them like Dylan Mulvaney. But the problem is that what you just did. Oh, we weren't she on Price is Right or whatever you were on.
Nope.
You weren't she for all those years before. It wasn't she was just a weird theater kid. It was he was a weird theater kid. And maybe now he goes by she. That is a statement that more people can understand. Not saying, see that young boy? She's just a little theater nerd. You see how that's different?
Yeah. He's still cringe and still weird.
Yeah, gotta give credit if you're recognizing the cringe, you know?
An immense amount of cringe.
An apartment that doesn't have furniture yet, but a woman did walk through that bookcase last night and it really scared me. I think that might be a story for a different video. And I'm wearing my I Love Musicals shirt and it has a little blood on the back of it, but the front is clean and that's what matters, right? And it is 1 month till my Broadway.
Look at my moobs. Ladies and gentlemen, look at my moobs.
How do you get some blood on the back of it?
Think about it for a second.
I'm genuinely asking.
Gay man, use your imagination.
I just assumed he popped a pimple or something.
Ugh.
Well, what do you... I don't know how you get blood on the back of your shirt. Most women don't experience that. Most women experience getting blood in their pants.
Rectal bleeding?
No, menstruation.
We don't menstruate out of our booty holes.
I said you experience blood in your pants.
Yes.
That'd be from...
A vagina. Mm-hmm. Which he doesn't have.
Which he'll never experience
Yes.
because he was never a young theater girl.
Right.
Debut on February 16th. Oh my God. Before I transitioned, I was in the touring production of the Book of Mormon musical. And actually last week I had this shoe fitting for my Anne Boleyn costume with the same guy who did my Mormon shoes. And he was shocked because I went down an entire shoe size since he fitted me 7 years ago. And most people...
Dylan's shrinking. He's shrinking. Everything's shrinking. The feet, the brain, everything. Is that possible? That doesn't sound possible. Like old people shrink. But if your feet shrink when you transition, what else shrinks?
Some people's feet shrink and some people's feet get bigger. It's not like a huge deal. My mom was like size 7 at one point. Now I swear to God, she's like a 4.
Well, he's going to wrap that up to him being woman. Or him thinking he's a woman. Bet.
I'm so tired.
People's feet get bigger over time, but mine have gotten smaller. And I was like, honey, estrogen is an incredible drug. And I've gotten so many lovely messages since this was announced, especially from folks that have followed me since the beginning of my journey. And I just want to thank you so much. And I hope you get to enjoy this as much as I do. And I have also gotten some not so lovely messages, you know, questioning my abilities or just hating in general. And my first instinct was to come on here and try to convince those people that I do have what it takes to be a Broadway performer and to tell you why. But then I realized that I shouldn't waste my breath on that because this is...
Whoops. You already did. Listen, you probably have what it takes to be a Broadway performer. Most of those people, I think, might be a little crazy. I think you have to be in order to be in the arts. That's that.
I don't think Dylan doesn't have acting experience, but the problem isn't that. And yes, acknowledging it after saying you weren't going to acknowledge it is counterintuitive. It shows you can't hold your tongue.
Yeah.
But the people are mad because, you see, back in the day, women weren't allowed to act. So men would dress up like women. And they do the same thing with black people because they also weren't allowed to act. So it was just a bunch of men on stage. Furthermore, Dylan, I believe strongly that you want to be invested in musicals because they've for a long time done things to men along those lines to have them perform in musicals. They call them castratos. Look it up. I probably shouldn't explain it unless I want to get demonetized. But that's pretty much what you and Lily Tina were doing.
Yeah.
So I'm not here to doubt your ability. I'm here to say what a slap in the face to women. A woman who could have had that role. A woman whose name isn't known, but could have had her first breakout Broadway debut. But instead, you got it. It's just disappointing.
It's funny. The more the trans movement, aka men who think they're women, progresses, the more society regresses for women. Isn't that strange how that works?
It is inherently regressive to say that men can do everything women can do, and vice versa.
Men can be better women
To
than
say
women.
that women and men should be viewed as equal is different than saying that they are equal in every way, shape, and form.
And they definitely shouldn't be seen as equals.
It's like physically equal. Societally, they could be equal.
Society, yeah. Societally, when it comes to laws and such. Yeah.
Regulations, marriage, job opportunities.
Not sports, though. No.
But job opportunities at some industry. That's
Yes.
why there's male and female sports. And
Yeah.
why I do believe that you should have some kind of trans sports, or just shut up and go with the one you were born into.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle for anyone to make it to Broadway. And there are so many incredible performers that deserve to be. And I genuinely hope that they will. But
Women born with vaginas, and not you, Dylan.
Not you.
There are so many women who could have had that opportunity, but instead they got you because they knew that you would make headlines. Have you heard of the musical Six?
No.
I haven't either. They hired you because they knew that your TikTok would bring money and viewers. Congratulations.
Yeah. They knew
they didn't cast you because you're a woman. They casted you because you're a cash cow.
Yeah, they also knew that all their progressive friends would pay to go see it because their progressive friends have money. Because people usually who have money are usually progressive, especially people who enjoy the theater, aka liberal white women and gay men.
Being a trans person in 2026, when this world is working against us in what feels like every way, for me to be
Hold on, how is it working against them in every
It's
way?
so working against you that you're on Broadway.
Wow. You know what? I want the world to work against me like this.
I wish the world would work against me that hard.
That would be amazing.
able to step out onto a Broadway stage as Anne Boleyn and perform an iconic historical character's role in a show that is so rooted in celebrating femininity, I think that's a miracle.
Well, it's definitely not a historically accurate representation of Anne Boleyn.
Yeah.
Also, you can't be celebrating women when you're including men. That's not celebrating women.
Exclusively a man.
You're not celebrating women then. You're celebrating men who think they're women, and some women, as long as they go along with your grift.
Like I said earlier, it's going back to minstrel shows and when, women weren't allowed to act. They had to be in the kitchen, so men are playing women on stage. So bad. It's so not good. I wouldn't have half an issue with it if he was playing some trans role or if he was in a Rocky Horror.
That would work for him.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But I understand that people don't want typecasting, but to a certain degree, you probably should typecast.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense why so many theater guys are gay, because they had to do gay acts in musicals and theater because women couldn't.
They're
perform.
still gay because of that?
Oh, yeah. I think so, to a degree. Must be.
I think men are just gay because they can't control their penises.
So miracles are possible. And I know I have a lot of privilege working for me, and I have this platform, which no doubt helped me get here. But sometimes we have to take a different route to get where we're supposed to go in life. So if I had to go viral and find myself in a far-right media firestorm and spend many years and many
Finding yourself making fun of women, saying you bought shoes you didn't need online and then cried and then were about to send an email, scathing email, but then never sent it. Or a bee is chasing you and you're in weird heels and you're running,
Saying you're hiking
saying you're hiking
in heels, because every woman does that.
and running away from a bee, flailing around like a gay man on fire. That's a weird way of finding yourself.
Very weird way.
years wondering why that was happening and in trying desperately to get back to what I once loved, which was theater. I would do it all over again if it meant that I got to be on stage. So if there are any queer or trans kids watching, I just want you to
This was always my goal. I got what I wanted. And now I'm grateful. And I'm going to pretend to not acknowledge the people who hate me by acknowledging the people who hate me. I can't. Go complain to your rich friends.
know that you can literally do anything. Maybe that's theater, maybe it's something different, but do not let anyone take away what brings you joy.
Like theater, like women who wanted to play Anne Boleyn but couldn't because a man took her spot. Also, not everyone can do anything they want to because majority of the time what it comes down to is money. And it's apparent that Dylan must have come from money.
I can't be a pro basketball star at 5'1". Never. You can't do everything that you want to do. It sucks. Find a new dream.
And you might have to fight really hard for it or go around the long way, but it is so worth it. And it might not feel like it, but there are so many people cheering you on, and I am one of them. And I should probably go because I don't want to.
Yeah? Dylan's cheering me on?
Oh, yeah?
Me? Yeah.
Really?
Me?
What? Really? So? Really?
I don't believe it.
Nah.
You just said all that stuff about the conservatives, and you're like, I'm cheering you all on.
Wait, so do you hate conservatives? Or are you cheering them on? Or are you just like, you just don't like them? But you pretend
Whatever.
you like them?
Whatever euphoria mood stabilizer you're taking with the estrogen must be a wonderful combination. I'd
great
love
cocktail.
To know. I'd love to know what that feels like.
Yeah.
You be late. But lastly, I just wanted to make a promise to myself and to you. Dilly? Yes, Dilly. I'm not going to make my body and voice do things that it can't. I'm not going to compare myself to the other girls. I'm going to ask for help when I need it, and
I'm not going to compare myself to the women who are actually born as women. I'm just going to keep being Dylan.
Keep being a Dylan.
Because that's been so successful so far, unfortunately.
It wasn't successful until he did the I'm a lady grift.
Yep.
The only way he was able to make it was by insulting women. Men, you can do that too, apparently.
going to lead with honesty, and I'm going to work my ass off, make the dolls proud, and do the best that I can. Deal? Okay, deal. I hope you have...
Honesty? No, none of you people are honest. Like, dudes pretending to be chicks or theater people. Y'all are fucking lying to each other. Constantly. You guys are nice to each other's faces, and then you talk shit right when you leave. It's hilarious to watch. Never seen so much backstabbing take place in my life.
Have an amazing week. Grab some tickets to see my show or go support your local theater. All right, I love ya. Bye. Woo-hoo.
It's all a performance when it comes down
It's always
to
been a
it.
performance for Dylan.
Yeah, he's not living his best life. He's living a very privileged life, but it's not really him. He's just constantly performing. But, you know, if you are crazy, you can convince yourself that your performance
Is
you and is real. Anyway, what do you guys think?
Are you tired of Dylan and his BS? Are you going to go watch his musical?
No.
I was just asking the audience.
Anyway, like and subscribe, join our memberships to keep this channel going, and we will see you in the next one.
I hate Dylan Mulvaney.
Bye.
Bye.